for the little delay there. Test something. And still testing stuff. I'm always testing something. All right, checking out some numbers here. Things are looking good. I think I'm still in the air. Rocking and rolling. Victory is mine. All right. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. But trust me, it's a big thing. Tonight is a monumental occasion in the streaming business. And I figured it out. Oh, it was painful, but I figured it out. Oh, yeah, all my numbers look good. I'm geeking out over here, if you only knew. Insider secrets. Okay, tell you what. You're here not to see me geek out on my own computer issues. You're here to hear about the weather. All right, so what? I'll give you a little secret. What I'm able to do is I found out a way. This is what I have to find everything out the hard way. All right, just so you know, because when you're pioneering stuff and haven't been done before, it's like you got to figure it out on your own. And I have to lean toward the gaming community sometimes to kind of get some ideas on where to go. Anyway, so I've got this graphics card I paid pretty penny for, but there are very high-end graphics cards, like $10,000-$15,000, and then there's very high-end gaming cards. The problem with the gaming card is, like NVIDIA, for example, is they only allow you to broadcast either one or two streams, all right, live, like I'm doing now. And right now I'm live on Facebook, 2 Facebook pages, YouTube, and Twitter. So that's 4. And I can add now as many as I want. But the graphics card limits me to just 1 or 2. And I found this out the hard way, and that irritated me. So I found a workaround. I found a patch or a hack, you want to call it, that unlocked NVIDIA's control over that card. And now I can free to roam. Oh, it's so nice. So I'm basically using a consumer grade card like a pro card. So instead of paying $15,000, I can pay $500 and get the same bang for my buck. It took some work to get there, but I got there. That's what I'm saying. This is all geeky stuff you guys care less about, but just so you know some of the back end stuff I have to deal with to make all this happen. That was just one aspect. It's just good to see it work, because trust me, it was a fight. All right, that's done. I'm moving on. Let's get on with the show. So thanks for watching. By the way, you're here at AT's Weather, and it's time to get on to business at hand. So we'll start off with your look at the weather map, which has a lot of rain here in southeast Oklahoma. It has a winter weather advisory. These counties up here posted in green. The Weather Service has anywhere from 1 to maybe as much as 2 inches of snow, and this extends from around Ponca City to Kingfisher, to Long I-40 out toward Elk City, and then back out to the Texas Panhandle. So you can see the body of central Oklahoma is no snow, at least nothing accumulating that's going to matter. Same thing for northeast Oklahoma. All right, so I wanted to get that out of the way. Now, as we look at temperatures with this event, it's going to be actually a little colder after the event's over, because the low is going to kick through, and that's going to drive in a cold front from the north. So as we go through time here, right now we're in the upper 30s, low 40s. So it was cold today, but it wasn't brutal. By the daybreak hours, we're still going to be around 37 degrees here in Oklahoma City, low 30s out here in western Oklahoma. So it can still snow when temperatures in the low to mid 30s. It just has a hard time accumulating and sticking and all that jazz. Obviously much colder out into the Texas Panhandle. So heading to the lunchtime hour in the upper 30s here in central Oklahoma. This is all again for Wednesday. In the afternoon we're going to struggle, but we probably might hit 40 degrees here in Oklahoma City. Then the cold air starts to come in, and by Thursday morning we're down into the mid 20s in central Oklahoma, teens across Kansas, Missouri, and then as we head on into Thursday afternoon we rebound a little bit, but a secondary push of cold air comes in midday. So we try to make a run for the above freezing, and we fall right back below. So we're 31 degrees Thursday afternoon. So it'll actually be colder on Thursday than it will be on a bulk of our Wednesday when the storm system's moving by. That brings us into the 20s again for Friday morning, even some teens sneaking in there up to the north. And that's, this is unfortunately kind of a mini cold pattern that we're going to be in. If I were to take a look past that point, so we'll go from Friday on into the weekend. Just a sneak peek on Saturday, we're looking at 50s returning finally, so there's a little bit of relief. And as we head into Sunday, would you look at this, we've got some 60s showing up, all that yellow and orange on the map. That is 60 degree temperature. So the weekend looks great. We just got to get past these next 3 days of cold weather. After that, some more warm days ahead early next week. Another cold front comes in. We kind of repeat the process, and of course the big question is, will we have more winter weather? Well, we'll have to wait and see for future events, but let's go ahead and get back to this one that's happening. The other thing we're going to have with this situation is some pretty good rainfall. Here across the southeastern third of the state, we're looking at about ½ inch along the I-44 corridor, and then that stretches up to about 1 inch in some areas down here in far eastern Oklahoma, western Arkansas, even some more rain than that in northeast Texas. Might get some flooding up around the Tyler area. They're up around 5 inches of rainfall in the model data, so that would cause some brief flash flooding for those folks, and probably even little pockets of severe weather to boot with all that. This is how things ought to pan out here for tonight. The snow will develop out here in the panhandle of Texas overnight here toward the midnight hour, and then by daybreak that activity actually moves here into northwest Oklahoma, so you can see it's kind of bypassing central Oklahoma. Now if we take a look at the sounding forecast here for Oklahoma City, for example, the sounding is actually above freezing the whole way up to about 2 kilometers, 2,000 meters in the atmosphere. So what that means is it's really going to be all rain. The sounding thinks it's going to be snow, but that's not going to happen with this. Now, you might get some wet snowflakes mixed in, but it's just going to be basically a very cold rain. Kind of like today, we did see a couple of snowflakes mixed in, but they didn't amount to anything, and that's kind of a situation tomorrow, although we'll just have the rainfall to contend with, like I said, up to about ½ inch of rain here. Now, that'll move through in the morning hours on Wednesday, and then by afternoon, the heavy stuff's pretty much gone. We've got a few sprinkles and maybe pockets of drizzle, light showers for the mid-afternoon hours here over central and eastern Oklahoma. A little bit of snow flurry activity across the northern parts of the state, but that's about it for that system. Looks like a little bout of some flurry activity for northwest Oklahoma. Looks like during the day on Thursday as that secondary front comes in. There's another little round here Friday morning. It's all from upslope conditions that would help to generate that, but it wouldn't really amount to much. Now let's take a look at the snowfall totals. Is that where I want to go next? Yeah. First off, we're going to do a little round robin here, kind of give you an idea of the model spread. Now here in Oklahoma City, again, you want to focus on the black line. I'm going to plot the snowfall totals here for you. And this is down here in the noise, 0.0 like 3 or 2 inches. In other words, nothing. It's not going to happen. Now, anything measurable, that is. Again, flurry mixed in with the snow, a few flakes, yeah, no problem. But other than that, that's about all you can hope for. Out here in northwest Oklahoma, as we head up toward the Kingfisher area, looks like about 1 inch of snow in the model data. Once you get out toward Elk City, let's see, models there, about 1/4 inch, just a dusting with this system. Well, if you get up here toward the Enid area, you're up about 1 inch of snow. Let's see, Ponca City, what you guys are at? You're about 1 inch of snow. We'll go up here to Bartlesville. You guys are 1/4 inch of snow, so a dusting. And so that's kind of how the ensemble high-res models look. So you can see how it's kind of a northern-northwestern event. Now let's take a look at a flat two-dimensional view here. And I'll show you a couple of the models, and we're just going to throw them all out, but just for fun is what I'm showing them for you. So the take-home will be they're trying to produce a little bit heavier snow amounts across far northern Oklahoma into Kansas. The take-home here would be southeastern Kansas and Missouri on into Wednesday, getting some better snow so you guys have colder temperatures. Here's another model run. By the way, you can see how central Oklahoma is pretty much snow-free. Now this model brings it on into northern Canadian County and up around Guthrie. It's not going to happen. Not going to be that far south as far as accumulating snow goes. But there are a couple models that do that, so I just want to show you that. Not that I'm buying it. Here's another one of those, kind of close to the metro, but otherwise just western Oklahoma up to the north. There's the NAM model, which actually looks pretty decent. Here's the high-res version of that one, and then there's the Canadian run. So really, I like the combination of the Canadian, which is what this one is, with a little taste of the NAM. So I like between these two, which is the same forecast I've had since Sunday, which is 1 to about 2 inches of snow out here in parts of western and northern Oklahoma. Might be a lucky person up here along the border. It gets a little bit more than that, but that's the heavier snow will be confined into southeastern Kansas. Now, if we take a look at the European model for this, which was a little excited earlier on, but it's settled down now. It's a little closer to the NAM. But it's got 1 inch of snow here blanketed across northwest Oklahoma. Now, this would all be measurable snow still left on the ground that didn't melt. Same here across northern Oklahoma at 2 inches, and that extends on into Kansas. So I would add probably just a little bit more to that. This is a look at that high-res NAM, also just a closer up view. It still shows a pocket of some more amounts up to 2 inches here in that same area. So that's why I like the 1 to 2 better versus the lighter end. So that is the latest look at the snowfall forecast. So if you're in Oklahoma City, I'm sorry, we're not going to get a big blizzard event or anything absolutely just crazy. I tell you what, though, I haven't shown you a long-term look at the weather in a while. So what we're going to do is just take a peek at what is potentially out there that's going to come down the pike. Since we're already kind of done with this system, you just enjoy the cold rain and stay warm for the cold temperatures. So this little guy works on by. Let's see if anything big comes our way. We'll scroll on through time. All right, so we got another system in here. What is this, on roughly the 18th? And looks like this is going to be a warm system, so I don't looks like there's any really cold air with this. I can plot a sounding. We can take a look. Nah, we're 62 degrees, so that's going to be some rain, maybe even some thunderstorms here in southeast Oklahoma with that particular deal. We'll go on further from there. A couple of systems, cold front moves in. Anything showing up after that? Oh, a little snow action maybe on the 21st of February. That's moving on out. No big systems yet. And here's another big system, but it looks like a warm, juicy one. Severe weather down across central and northern Texas. And then some rain for us. And looks like some big system down across southern Texas there on the way out there, February 27th. So that's the American model for what it's worth. Sometimes it's not worth a whole lot, but I thought I'd show it to you. So let's go Canadian. Let's see what this Canadian's going to promise us. I'm just going to skip till I see something exciting. It's got nothing exciting all the way through the 17th. Fine, be that way. So what we're going to do is look at the European, and we'll see if it has anything exciting for us to look at after this little system scoots on by. And by exciting, I mean winter weather, by the way. I'm not excited about severe weather season yet. I'm not even thinking about it. Don't even want to talk about it. Let's see here. We usually start about mid-March for that activity. And then let's see, there's the 19th. There's a little, ooh, I like that system, but it's out in the Texas Panhandle. And a little bit of a glancing blow in western Oklahoma, but look at this. It blows up here on the 20th. Now we're talking. That looks like a full-fledged storm. Now that actually gets my attention. Let's go see what it looks like upstairs. All right, where was that about? 18th. 19th, 20th, way out there. Okay, so it's one of those strong upper lows. You know how I like those upper low, closed lows for good heavy snow. There's two ways to get heavy snow. Is a good closed low like this, and then the system that we had a while back, which was a closed low, but it was out west of us, and we had a prolonged lifting period to get that to go, plus cold air just at the right levels. So that was a little more unique case. This one's a more common case. Now, issue with this is the placement is up here across northwestern Texas Panhandle. As we go through time, it skirts in across far northern Oklahoma and Kansas. I want this south about another 200 miles. We get that south 200 miles, maybe I'll take 100, 150. That puts central Oklahoma in the bullseye of some good heavy snow. Of course, this is assuming this pans out, but that's something to watch for, and that's around the 20th of February. So that's 9 days away. Yeah, 9 days away. So we'll see how well the models do this far out. At least the good news is the signal is there. So, to quote Ace Ventura, I think it wasn't Ace Ventura, it was Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's a chance. Okay, so let me peruse your comments here real quick. You guys on YouTube, you're awesome. Sorry I was a little late on starting the video up. I had one little button I had to press that didn't seem to want to connect, but I got it. Adam has said it's out of sync on YouTube. Okay, I'll have to take a look into that when I'm done here. I'll see what I can work on. All my numbers look good though on my end, so I'll have to see. Could be some pushing the card too hard. We'll see. Like I said, this is all new, so I'm just trying it all out. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so let's see. Then we got guys on Twitter. So a little delayed there. Got it. So both on those platforms, it's a little delayed. Dun, 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 dun. Going to Facebook real quick. So it's out of sync on Facebook too. Oh, it's so frustrating. Well, just don't watch my mouth move. Sorry, I didn't see his comments earlier. I was too busy talking. Okay. So I see. So my little trick here of doing 4 on the card may not work. Oh, that's frustrating. I thought I had it all figured out. Back to the drawing board. Figures. All right. Watch a Jackie Chan movie. Okay. All right. So I'll do some testing here on the side to try to see if I can get that sync issue to work. Usually that's a CPU dogging it issue, but all my numbers are good. They're in the low. Now they're in the low 40s and 50s sometimes, and my graphics card is now in the low 40s. So everything should be good on that end. So I just have to see what I can tweak on the other to get things to line up better on your end, and we won't repeat this again, right? Okay, well, this is it for me. I get out of here. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and maybe the replay will be more in sync. We'll see if I can figure that out too. All right, well, enjoy the snow up there in northwest and northern Oklahoma. The rest of us enjoy the rain. Stay dry, stay warm. We'll talk soon. Bye.